now listening to the Good Bad Advice Podcast with Stephanie and Chase.
Hello. Hi, you guys. Welcome to the Good Bad Advice Podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Chase.
And I'm Stephanie.
And we are coming to you a little later in the week because of me. Oh, we are going to give our unsolicited advice to people in the news later in the week this week because I was a travel bug. I was back east seeing my kiddos. So thank you guys for being patient this week. But how are you, my babes?
I'm so good. We did not dress for the same occasion today.
No, I am going to court right after this, and then I go right to the airport.
He's wearing a tie, folks.
I'm wearing a tie. This is having a serious meeting. So I was at a mediation yesterday, actually, and the opposing counsel came into the room, and he was in like a shirt and tie and a suit jacket. Uh-huh. And I don't, to just like normal mediations, I'm just like more casual. Mm-hmm. But the mediator was wearing the same thing, and I was like, one of these things is not like the other. And I kind of said it like that. Yeah. Maybe. Sometimes I forget professional
You're like
settings.
A professional?
Yeah, sometimes I forget people are paying.
You're like, I'm a lawyer.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm a lawyer. Order in the court.
Boots the house down.
Boots the house down. Can I get a name?
Your Honor, she served.
Serving time? More like serving Luke's, am I right? Do not stomp your last season heels to Prada heels on me, honey. Yes, I have a very busy day, so we are gonna hit this podcast. You know, even though I was depressy messy last week, it was a shorter episode, which we are aiming for generally to not have it be so long. So maybe that's the thing. We just need to record when either of us are feeling angry at life or having a meant to be.
No, we did share a text exchange a few days ago of, as long as I'm having a mentee be and you're having a mentee be.
Yeah, as long as we're both navigating hard company. Life. We're like, hi, I'm not doing well today. Same, queen. Wow, struggle bus. Slay. Get on. It's just a moment.
Your Honor, she served.
The nail. The nail emoji. Get it. That is actually what happened. Yep. There is something really reassuring about someone you really love also having a very hard time. And I know that we should only want people we love to go through good times. But if you're going through a hard time,
do it together.
To have someone else that's in a bad time, you're like, I'm sorry, are we both in a boat that's sinking? Oh. I live for this.
It's also one of those, it's like, oh, you did that irrational thing? Let me tell you the irrational thing I did.
Totally. We have a friend staying with us at our house right now who's having a hard time. And so we were having dinner last night, and a friend had come over who also was just like, oh, I want to check in. And the four of us were sitting around the table, and I was like, what's kind of nice is that all of us are sucking right now. We're all on the struggle bus. But we're pulling it together. We're excited to be here. It's a new day.
We're here to live, laugh, love. With our good baddies. If you look really closely in the camera, you can see the anguish.
You can see the medications. Hi.
There literally is a bottle of pills right there.
It's my omeprazole. It's for my acid reflux. Because that's been all fire lately. My stomach's like, you know what we could totally do? Ruin your day. And I'm just like, I just wanted a little bit of dairy. Like, stick to breads and vegetables. No.
Oh, see,
that's what I imagine the conversation in my head. Oh, the other thing too, we were at mediation, and the judge was there who ordered just normal sandwich, and then his assistant ordered a lettuce wrap. Uh-huh. She ordered a lettuce wrap, but it was a lettuce burger, like a veggie burger. So it was just all vegetables wrapped in lettuce. I was like, that's just salad to go. That is such a bizarre thing. So
just
the whole time,
have them chop it and put it in a bowl.
The whole time she kept eating, I kept saying, do you wish there was bread in that? Do you wish there was meat in that? Where's the cheese? It was just like veggies. I was like, that's the weirdest thing.
So we have a new boss at work. Lovely, amazing, wonderful. She is like, we're all eating candy salad at 9 a.m. We're like, Kim, do you want some? She's like, no, thank you. Not today. And we're like, not ever. You don't eat candy salad. We're 100% positive. Like, the only drink I've seen her drink outside of like water is like a Celsius.
Yeah.
And like the way that we like tease her or talk about her behind her back, I'm like, she wakes up at 4:30 and then like eats a salad and then goes to her. I'm like, I don't think anybody's ever said that about me.
Oh, yeah. Things
like-
that are not said about me. Walking up at the restaurant. Would you like a salad with that?
I'm like,
A side of veggies?
It would
Nah.
be so nice for somebody to talk about your back behind, like
Behind
being
your
like,
back.
she's so healthy.
What if people, let's be honest. This is a true
Yeah.
serum. What do you think if people are like, oh, Stephanie Darrow, she's so...
Loud. Obnoxious.
I was going to say for
Laughs
me,
at her
it'd be
own
like,
jokes.
mine, it would be like, he's so extra.
Yeah. Yep.
I think if you meet any of my clients and or opposing parties, he's so aggressive. Could be one that gets thrown, but definitely
think-
extra. He's a lot.
Funny, hopefully.
Yeah,
But possibly
for sure.
because I project that I'm funny. Not by the jokes I'm telling. I am constantly telling people I'm funny.
Why do people think you're funny? Because I literally tell
because
them to
I
think that.
literally spell it out.
Right? Say Stephanie's funny.
I'm like, as a female comedian in the middle of the day, like we're at lunch.
Like, yeah. So I was sitting on the plane coming home next to a guy who looked like he ran marathons for fun.
Okay,
like my
cool.
age.
I know the exact
He had
person.
notebook. He had a Patagonia backpack. That was it. And then he was
Yeah, he just
holding
came
his
from an ultra
laptop. He
marathon.
just came from something. But he pulled out of his like Patagonia backpack 3 notebooks, and he was writing his kids notes like, hey B, oh my gosh, another great trip. I was thinking about you, blah blah. And because I'm having a little bit of a hard time, I'm just reading the notes like full-fledged. I'm not even hiding it. My big headphones on, just my eyes right on his notepad. And I just thought, gosh, he is such a good person. And then I thought, I don't think people say that about me.
No,
Like,
they do.
No, but that was for sure where my brain was at. So I was like, but I try to be a good dad.
The people
but
that
I'm not
know
even...
you would say that about you. But then there's people like I think about people who sit at a desk 2 rows away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, loud. Like all they know is like, oh, Stephanie.
She got a voice that carries.
I can hear her all the time.
Yeah. I
All
think
the time.
say with people that don't really know me, he'd be like, he's fun. But both of their eyebrows are raised, and it's
Yeah,
kind
they're
of
like-
choking coming out. He's
They're
a
like,
good time.
They're trying to decipher if they whoever they're
what
talking
side.
to likes that you do.
If I were to say you say the same F word at the same time, he's funny. Got it. Funny. Okay, that's where you're going. Well, I think you're fun and beautiful and gorgeous and smart and
Thank you.
wonderful and empathic. So you feel deeply, and that's wonderful.
Ditto, same. Also, I saw a TikTok the other day that was like, stop believing things that people who don't know you say about you. Those are fiction writers.
Ooh.
He said, not critically acclaimed. And I was like, now anytime I'm
Speak
like,
facts.
oh, fiction writer.
Our Steven's brother's girlfriend, I love her so much. Liv, if you're listening, shout out to you, just being wonderful. But one of her things that she's just been saying a ton is period. She's like young. She, like 21, a brow tech, has dope nails all the time. She's from the South.
Gorgeous.
She's just so funny. She's like, period. And that's period. And
Period.
period. I need to start using that.
Yeah.
In court. And Your Honor, period.
Your Honor, she slayed, period. I'm going to try and work Your Honor, she slayed into this podcast as much as possible today. Because that's how unhinged.
And I'm going to bring in guilty, period.
Oh my gosh, I
The episode name has to be Your Honor, comma, period.
Oh my gosh, I missed you.
Oh, it's so funny. It's just like, period. Your Honor, slay. I actually have a friend / client who she's really funny. You would love her because she'll say things like slay. Like I'll send a brief. I'll send a brief to her,
like,
and she'll just rip back
slay lawyer.
No, she'll say slay approved. Those are the kind of clients I love. The
There's
clients that
one
are like
thing-
real.
One thing about Gen Z and the slang that they have incorporated into business jargon is just, it really gets me going. It really,
agreed.
like mentee B, that's a good one. Slay. What are other ones? Oh, one that I've been saying a lot is I'm sat. as like if somebody says something that you're excited about, I'm sad. Like it's kind of like I'm here for this, but I'm sad.
I don't know how to be cool that way, but thankfully Charlotte and Oliver are the coolest, and so they're coming in to just really like the pulse on that sort of like current lexicon, which I think is going to be a really fun thing for me to learn and use wrongly to just get under their skin forever.
Yeah, no, my niece Morgan, she is a cool girl. Like, she's one of those that I'm like, oh, if I knew you in middle school, I would like die to be your friend. I'm sure. Like, she's one of those too. She doesn't even like smile with her teeth in photos because like that's how cool she is.
She's just like a soft smile. She's like,
she just like smizes, and I'm like, you're so cool. Like,
isn't it so crazy that Tyra Banks invented smize?
Yeah, no,
like that's such a
trademark.
bizarre.
Like, that's crazy.
Like forever. Like I want to have an impact that way.
Well, that's why you have a podcast.
We're like the same.
Your Honor, period, trademark. We invented
Your Honor,
that.
period. Guilty, slay. Just so funny that we have a Legally Blonde story too that we're going to give advice to.
And you
which
already
is
quoted Legally Blonde.
Yeah, we're
thriving. Nothing if
thriving.
not on brand.
We're so on brand. Sometimes our brand is like chill.
Yeah, our brand is like
you
relax.
Could branch out, babe. Diversity. You need a committee to bring in other non-sensory.
Oh my god.
All right. I have 3 GBs. Did you do yours? Because I've got mine. 1, I finally got on the A Court of Thorn and Roses. Or Rose and Thorns.
You're reading that book?
Yes. Wait, why?
Gosh, I love that series.
Oh, Stephanie.
So much. Text me every chapter.
Wait, Stephanie, I'm audibling it.
Yes, of course.
So
you have to listen to it.
I'm like more than halfway done. I was binging it on the trip. It's so good.
If you listen closely, you can hear my asthma.
I said that to you earlier this morning. And as soon as I said it, I wasn't looking at you because I was looking at the stories. But I was nervous that I'd offended you. And I was like,
no.
You're like, I think I'm developing adult asthma. And I was like, I can hear it in your voice.
No,
but
I got COVID a while back, and I'm pretty sure I developed asthma from it.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool. COVID
cool,
slay.
thanks. 30s. Love
Your
it.
Honor, she slayed.
COVID slay. COVID period. Asthma period. No, the book is phenomenal writing, really great storytelling. I was trying to explain to Steven like the beginning of how so I'm like, anyway, so she's hunting and there's a werewolf, and then she ends up in the werewolf, but it's not a werewolf, but then it's a thing.
Do you love Tamlin?
I just keep trying to imagine what they look like because they wear masks.
There is a lot of fan art that I can send you.
Okay, but send me like 3
I'm
or 4
you the
options.
Best ones.
Well, send me options because I don't want to feel like, you know how the first time I saw a description or a depiction of Hagrid, he was like kind of scary looking, and ominous looking, and that was like burned. So I have to have options for that.
I will send you 3 options for each.
But I love just anybody who could create an alternate worlds like they've done is so cool.
Welcome to Sarah J. Maas.
Yeah,
like her writing, her world building, like unlike any other. ACOTAR, this full series, 5 books, is so good. However, I do believe her other series, Throne of Glass, is better.
Okay.
But you have to read ACOTAR first.
Okay, cool.
I don't think I would have read Throne of Glass had I not read ACOTAR, because Throne of Glass is a much longer series, but ACOTAR is so good.
Yes, I really, really, really like it. That was like a super happy stumble upon over the weekend.
Oh my gosh, please send me more updates.
Okay.
And I need to know all of your Tamlin thoughts.
Okay, perf. Sometimes while listening, my brain gets a little distracted with the descriptions, and then I'm like, I have to come back into the story because I'll just be like, okay, wait, what are the one who lost his wings? That's one of the things I remember. One of a guy comes in and he lost his wings because there's the thing roaming around, and then he says like, she took the wings, she took my wings, and that's where they it begins to shift. One of the fairies comes in, he's just dropped off on the grounds. It's not a huge part of the story generally, but like that scene is just one in particular where I was like, okay, so now they have wings. Why did I not think they had wings? Like that level of like.
Have you met Have you gone to the like summer solstice party?
No, he just invited her to the summer solstice.
Okay, that's totally fine. I should say for our listeners, A Court of Thorns and Roses is like an adult series.
Yeah, I don't think
Throne of Glass is not an adult series. It is more YA. It was made for YA.
Oh, okay.
A Court of Thorns and Roses is more adult. There is some spicy scenes in there. So
and a little and it's kind of graphic too on the violent
Throne
parts.
of Glass is pretty graphic too. So but
so
it's
just
a
knowing
YA.
that if you have a sensitive kiddo,
Yeah,
to
I would
graphic
not.
stuff. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I would not let your child read that until they are like a senior in high school. Probably.
Yes.
I know kids are reading it much younger, and I do believe reading things like that is different than watching them.
Agreed.
But
Nonetheless, yes. Okay, my second
your own
one
kids, I
is yeah. Good luck parenting your kids. My second one is Doctor Who, the new series on Disney Plus. Now, I've never seen old Doctor Who, so I have no idea what to compare it against.
I have no idea, except that I've seen Jinx Monsoon as a villain.
Yes, what are the villains? So I'm for sure good on A Court of Thorn and Glass, Roses and Thorns. I mean, Thorn and Roses, but I'm GB. I'm good and bad for Doctor Who. I don't really know what to compare it against.
Looks a little cheesy.
It's very over the top.
Yeah.
It's campy. So if you're just appreciating it for the camp of it all, it's actually really well done.
I think that is kind of how Doctor Who is.
Okay, because I was like, I don't actually see myself like being very excited to watch it and finish it and be like, oh my gosh, it's so good. So I did not love that part of it, but pretty good. If you're looking for something just like have on, it's very family friendly, but entertaining, and it's Disney money. I mean, they funded
high production.
And then my third is Elsbeth Tassioni. It was a like ancillary character in The Good Wife and The Good Fight on Paramount Plus.
Okay.
And I loved The Good Fight. That's with Juliana Margulies.
Yeah.
And she's like the whatever. And Chris North, I think, is the guy. Anyway, and so then The Good Fight was a spinoff, and now Elsbeth is another spinoff. She's a super, super quirky attorney who just sees the world differently, but it ends up helping. I really like it.
Yeah.
It's super, super smart. If you liked The Good Fight, if you liked The Good Wife, it's the same people that produced that show and wrote that show are doing this one. It's on Paramount Plus. Really, really good.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just like mindless TV, but we're going to be going into a TV slump with the summers.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for something that's like, oh, I guess I could give this a go, maybe eight episode run.
Yeah.
Elsbeth, it's pretty good.
Okay. My 3 GBs. First one is the movie Secondhand Lions. We rewatched it this weekend with Bailey. What a phenomenal movie. No notes. Your Honor, she slayed.
No notes. It's period.
No, it's honestly so good. I must have not seen it in like, I don't know, 10, 15 years. Rewatching it, I was just like, I'm crying. I'm laughing. This is wonderful. The acting is phenomenal.
Right.
Amazing. Good. You should rewatch it with your kids.
Yeah. Rewatching movies with your kids, I think, is like one of the parental duties we don't take seriously enough, but we need to.
And Bailey was like, I can tell the movie is good if Bailey, like, at least at one point during the movie is like, I like this movie. I'm like
two thumbs way up, 5 stars.
And like, she isn't even paying attention, I think, but I'm like, she loves it.
Yeah, for sure.
My second 3 GB is the audiobook, The Deep.
Ooh, okay.
It is read by Daveed Diggs, he's Hamilton. He's in Hamilton. You would recognize his voice the second you heard it. He reads it. It's about like an origin story of mermaids.
Cool.
But it's about like during World War II, while there was like still slave trade happening, they would throw overboard, trigger warning, pregnant women. And then the babies would be born in the water. And that was like the start of mermaids. And it was a very like amusing, interesting audiobook, very short read. So it was like oop, I read a book, but it was only like
I love
4
those kind of
hours.
books. Yeah, totally. If it was just me going to the grocery store.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it's read by Davi Diggs, so it's like
Entertaining.
The names are all very interesting, and so it's a little bit hard to navigate at first, but you get used to it. So highly recommend. I did find out that it was based on a song. And then I looked up the song after, and you know in the episode of Friends where Ross pulls out his piano?
He's experimenting
And it's like a dog bark, and then he's like, ding.
It's my sound.
That's kind of what that song sounded like. So
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend playing this song. I would just listen to the book.
Okay.
Because after I listened to it, I was like, that might have ruined the book for me. My third one, oh crap, what was it? Oh, my third one, I know that I've given this one before. It's Trust of the Emerald Sea. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was like, cool, couches. I out.
No, it's the X-Men 97 animated series.
Oh, yes.
The full season is finished.
I'm seeing that everywhere on social media right now.
Oh my gosh, it's so good, you guys. I loved it. I'm like not an X-Men girly. I didn't even like the live action movies.
I'm going to download it and watch it on the plane.
That's a great idea. It's so good. I have been like obsessed with it. One of my coworkers, Joe, we literally talk about it all the time. Oh, okay.
I pulled up the app to do it, and it was just continuing to finish. Oh, Vanderpump Villa, the whole season's out, and it got a reunion.
Really?
Yes, that was really good.
I keep forgetting about it because it's on a different app than I usually use. It's on Hulu.
Yes, but if you use the Disney Plus app now,
Oh, it's on there too.
Yeah, now Disney has merged with
Yeah,
Hulu, so everything's been aggregated.
Okay, I need to do that.
Okay, good. And if you guys have suggestions for us to watch, listen to, whatever else, we should do a prompt of like, hey, give us some of your 3 GBs.
And remember to watch the May movie of the month, which is, go down on our notes.
Oh. We know that the movie of
It's a
the
movie by Taika
month.
Waititi, but I can't remember the name of the song. It's like Away Home something.
No, but going through some of these things, like, do you remember our HGTV show ideas? And you had one that was
Look
whether or
at
not
the
it'd
first
be
episode
cake.
of May.
I know, but remember how you said it would be. Okay. Hunt for the WilderPeople.
Hunt for the WilderPeople. It's on Netflix for free if you use Netflix.
Okay, good. I'm gonna do prompt.
Hunt for the WilderPeople.
Give us your
best content that we should absorb.
GBS.
Bonus points if it's not something that we usually would watch, or bonus points if it is, because if it's not something I would usually watch, the odds that I'm getting through it pretty low.
Yes. All right. The first kind of group of people that we have to give advice to are all on Apple's top 10 albums of all time list. So Apple Music reveals a top 10 albums of all time. 100.
This article I sent you just says the top 10 because obviously we can't go through all 100.
Right. Our general advice is to people that are looking at making music. Mm-hmm. You can go the route of where the trends are heading and whatever and disappear into obscurity. Or when I go through this list, what I believe is they are really focusing on their niche. Mm-hmm. They're not looking to, like, they're doing something totally different.
That has done something unique.
Yes. Number 10, Lemonade by Beyonce.
Also,
you talk about that because you love them.
Oh, Beyonce Lemonade was like life-changing for me. That's like, I don't use Apple Music. I don't like purchase music. I just pay for Spotify. Mm-hmm. I have that entire album purchased on my iPhone. I think it's like some of the only music I own myself. So that should tell you how I feel about that album. I love it so much. Like a visual masterpiece when she did this with the album film. Like, incredible. No notes. Your Honor, she slayed.
Okay, number 9 is Nevermind by Nirvana. And I don't have a lot to say about Nirvana. It's not really my jam, but I will hear the music and be like, wow.
But the Urban Outfitters Nirvana sweatshirts that are super popular are cute.
Yeah.
Your
No,
Honor,
I own a Nirvana t-shirt for sure. All right, Back to Black, Amy Winehouse. I actually remember this album when it was released. It was everywhere.
Yep.
Again, because it was just so dang unique, which I think is kind of cool. Good Kid, M8, Mad City. Oh yeah, Kendrick Lamar's.
Yeah.
I sent you, did you see on social media the synopsis of the Kendrick Lamar Drake drama? It was like a text message from the dad.
Yep.
We should share that because that is a really good summary.
Did you know it was Tom Hanks?
It was Tom Hanks doing
So
it?
Chet, Tom Hanks' son, sent a huge summary. Tom Hanks replied, being like, "Whoa, those are fighting words."
Oh! It was. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I love that. Okay. Songs in the Key of Life, Stevie Wonder.
Yep.
Blonde by Frank Ocean. I've never really gotten into Frank Ocean. Have you? No. But he's like current.
He has beautiful
like
music,
I know
but...
his name, but I probably couldn't tell. I probably recognize his music if I heard it, but I can't think of it.
Yeah.
4, Purple Rain. Prince.
Purple rain. Here's the thing. I never listened to Prince because my parents didn't like Prince. Like, the only Prince song we listened to is, like, Party Like It's 1999 and Kiss. And, like, those were the only Prince songs I knew growing up. So I'm like, I get the Prince hype, but I don't know the Prince hype.
Yeah, I didn't live it. It's beyond. It's like older than us in a way. And unless you had parents that really helped you have that, and my parents, that was just not their vibe. Yeah. Abbey Road, the Beatles, of course, come together. It's so good. Thriller by Michael Jackson. Okay, and then have you seen this list? Did you see what number 1 was?
Yeah, Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, that's actually pretty shocking to me, no?
No, not
The
really.
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill?
No, that album is critically acclaimed across the board on most.
But this was the summary of it. Lauryn Hill's debut and only solo studio album was the Seismic Event in 1998. A stunningly raw, profound look into the spiritual landscape, not just of one of the era's biggest stars, but of the era itself. She was and remains a once-in-a-generation talent whose inspiration and innovation can be heard through the decades. I guess I just probably haven't given her enough credit.
Yeah.
But it seems like the music community does.
Yeah.
When I think of Lauryn Hill, all I think of is
Sister
Act 2.
I think for Black women in music, she was like revolutionary. That album was like revolutionary at that time and like paved the way. So a lot of Black female artists like credit that piece of work.
Now, what would be on Stephanie's top 10 albums of all time?
Lemonade would for sure be on there.
Okay.
Is it Whole Lotta Woman by Kelly Clarkson?
Oh, that album.
A no-skip album. No-skip album. Beyonce Renaissance.
Okay.
Billy Joel, River of Dreams.
I knew that was going to be there.
You knew that was going to be there? I knew
you were going to do Billy Joel because that's the song that you incorporate when you can just bring in.
Yeah, I am the entertainer. No, I love Billy Joel. That's what I was going to say about Prince. Like, while everybody else's parents were listening to Prince and Billy Joel, the Beatles.
Prince, yeah.
Prince and the Beatles, my parents were listening to Billy Joel. I know.
My dad was listening to James Taylor.
James Taylor, that's the other one.
That's like our vibe. James Taylor, Carole King, that kind of vibe. Yeah.
Although not like critically acclaimed, Taylor Swift Lover album, another no skip for me.
Okay.
Let's see what else. I actually, although like not a popular person at this point in time, Justin Timberlake Mirrors album.
Oh, really?
Also a really good one. Ooh. I do think TTPD is up there for me.
Really?
The first section.
Some of mine would include 21 by Adele.
Oh.
Because that is a no-skip album for me.
Yeah.
I would say Simple Things album by Teddy Swims. The white one where he's like coming out of milk. I would say Sam Smith's first album.
Wait, I was gonna just say that
album,
like the
full album.
The black and white cover.
In the lonely hour.
Lay Me Down.
I Can Love You Like I Can.
Yep.
Can. Gosh, that is such a good album. And just so everyone knows, we did not prep.
No, we
did
did
not
not.
like give this. These are actual. We're not looking at anything. We're on the fly. I would actually say Beyonce's "I Am" would be my favorite of all of Beyonce's albums. Is that one? Where I don't skip almost any of them. I would probably say this is like maybe a hot take. One, I'd say probably Taylor Swift's Midnights, but I would definitely add on Folklore.
Oh, that's...
that is so in my work. Kesha's album that has Praying on it with all the colors and rainbow.
That's a good
one. Learning to Let Go. I love that album. And then I would definitely say Brandy Carlisle's In the Silent Days album.
We should create a playlist.
We should do a top 10 album playlist.
Okay, but give us a month because I think that
we'd have to take it very seriously.
Absolutely.
That should be a bonus episode. We go through our top 10 albums of
we went through about 5 or 6, but that's all you get, folks.
That's all you get.
My mom's friend Shane Inglesby, who listens to the podcast, he actually reviews music. So Shane, please send us your top 10 albums because I would be so curious to hear what like his are. Because he reviews music of all facets. Oh, that's so cool.
So advice to musicians who actually some listen to this: Ashley, EJ. We have people at Riley.
Oh, you know, it's another one.
Emma.
Creed Higher.
And take you higher. I only think of Creed Higher because I think of the Olympics in Salt Lake City when Creed was here, and that song was everywhere. That is like burned into
that album is so good. Actually, it's not my top 10, but like it's Your Honor, she slayed.
Period. All right. Speaking of someone who slays, Jennifer Lopez is in the news.
No.
Okay, too hard.
No, she does not slay.
No, she slays looks. I will say, like, her looks are fire. You have to give her that. She's a stunning woman. She's kind of a bitch.
Chase, only adults listen to this podcast. They can spell.
If we don't swear, then it won't flag our E rating and we can stay clean.
She's a female dog.
Yeah, she's a female dog. That's the thing. Oh, chomp chomp. A lot of rumors flying that her and Ben Affleck are, swirling that are Ben and J-lo are breaking up.
And the quotes coming out of Ben's camp are
not helpful.
Not helpful. Like
J-lo's behavior also not helpful.
No, there's quotes coming out of Ben's camp being like he would like cite it as a fever dream on the divorce papers. Like, but I feel like we all saw this coming, did we not? Especially if you watched that J-lo show.
Yes.
When Ben Affleck was featured on it, he was kind of like,
get me the H out of here.
He was kind of like, yeah, it was a really cool love story that was like ours, and now you're making it everyone's. And I thought that was kind of odd, but I'm supporting you.
But you're cool. Yeah. Here's my general advice to people that are in the public eye in some fashion with their private lives. Maybe cool it.
Yeah.
Like, they shoved it down our throat so aggressively. And now, to be fair, maybe like the Paps did that, and maybe it was unavoidable in some ways.
Also, it was like a second chance romance.
Right.
Tropey. So we all were like, oh my gosh. I actually, like, there's more and more evidence to me proving that I don't think J-lo is a good person.
Same. The Met Gala interview is a good one. The
up and down look. Scaparelli.
Yeah. Scaparelli, bitch. I don't love
female dog.
I don't love.
We're so unserious today, and I love it.
Hanging on by a thread. Period.
Can you take me higher?
It's so funny. Okay, to general advice, if you're gonna put yourself out there, like, be a kind person, even if you have to fake being nice.
No.
Nasty.
I actually disagree. My advice for Jennifer Lopez is I wish she would lean into it more. Like, Mariah Carey, a diva, not a nice person, leaned into it, and now we actually admire and respect that about her. Jennifer Lopez tries to come off as this like, just from the Bronx. I
Right.
order
Which
from
we learn
the,
is like not true. The bodega.
I'm like, lady, like we all know the amount of money that you have. It's fine. Like,
yeah, like I
stop
don't know
trying to
why she's
act-
trying to act. She's just
it's
not
like
authentic.
Kate Blanchett, who in an interview this week, this is not one of the stories, but she was like, as a middle class, blah blah blah. And I'm like, Kate Blanchett, you are worth $95 million.
Yeah, literally.
And I'm like, I don't know if she was trying to say that she was
Grew
like
up
grew up middle
or something.
class,
Yeah.
or like if she's actually delusional. Either way, Your Honor, she slayed. Like,
Either way, you're not middle class.
you're not
period.
middle class. Own it. Like, please stop trying to like not include yourself in the 1% unless you would like to donate all of your money.
Yeah, I think there is something true of just own it instead of trying to fake it, because seeing the fakery is what is even more like triggering for people.
No, people have a very low tolerance.
Yeah.
For like.
Who'd you say is the fakest celebrity?
The fakest celebrity?
Or in the top? I've always thought Lea Michele comes across like a very fake celebrity.
I think that Zooey Deschanel does. Ooh. Remember how we like kind of mentioned this in HGTV and I got scared and I backed off? Think about though, they all have podcasts, they all do interviews after. Never once seen her included.
Really?
Yeah, she doesn't interview with them. The guy who plays Nick has a podcast. Everybody from the cast has been on, except for Zooey Deschanel.
I'm trying to think. She
doesn't hang out with past co-stars. I think she is kind of a diva, but has this like, it's Jess type personality.
But I wear
polka dots and
cat sweaters, and so I can't be a total nightmare female dog.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlotte Oliver, the code word's going to be female dog.
The word. Please send him the word.
No, it's not. Stephanie. Charlotte Rose, no.
Charlotte, you can text it to me.
No, Stephanie Rose. I mean, Stephanie Joyce. Okay. Just be authentic. Moving on. We're very excited, actually, for this next story because I was kind of teeing up a little bit when I was tapping my last season Prada shoes at you, honey. Legally Blonde spin-off series in the works at Amazon from Reese Witherspoon's Hello Sunshine production company. I saw the announcement. It was awesome. Yeah. The heel, the lip, I'm
a little sad it's like a
series instead of a movie.
No, it's a prequel.
Prequel to who?
I thought it was a prequel series. It's like about her in high school. So I think Reese Witherspoon is producing it. I don't think she's in it.
How did I miss that?
No, I know. I'm like, wait, I'm not getting Reese Witherspoon? I'm not getting... Oh my gosh, looks like a hot dog.
What is her name?
I can't remember her name.
Dang, that wasn't in the article here. That makes me sad. You're getting my sad reaction in real time.
I know, I'm really sorry. Who's that lady? Makes me want
Jennifer
a hot
Coolidge.
dog real bad.
Jennifer Coolidge, but I don't remember her name. Her acting name is. Okay, well, honestly, my advice just changed. Amazon, not what we asked for, not what we were hoping for.
Yeah, because I thought she was doing another movie.
Yeah, I thought she was doing another movie that Mindy Kaling was directing.
No, she was writing it.
Or writing it.
But maybe it ended up being this.
I mean, honestly, though, Mindy Kaling knows how to do a
Mindy
series.
Kaling is funny.
Mindy Kaling Project, Sex Lives of College Girls.
The Office. She was the main writer for The Office.
Wasn't she also Davy? Wasn't she?
I don't know. She wrote 2 books that are freaking hysterical.
I love Is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me? Is one of my top 20
Mindy
books.
Kaling is hilarious. She is a woman in comedy, if you will.
Actually, Lauren, if you're listening, you can do this for Lauren Report. Is because Lauren wrote and said, "Hey, I'm not doing Lauren Report as much anymore because you guys are just Googling things in real time, so you're not getting things wrong."
Ah, sucker!
And it's like, oh man, so I'm not going to look it up. But she has. Okay, I did look it up. Oh yeah, Never Have I Ever was the show I was thinking of, but I'm sure there are things that we're getting wrong. So, that's kind of sad for the Legally Blonde fandom.
Yeah,
maybe
although
we're
somebody
wrong.
said that Dove Cameron should play her young, and I was like, ugh.
Oh wait, actually, that's actually
Dove, not Dove Cameron. Sabrina
Carpenter. That's who I thought. That's who I was imagining in my head.
They're kind of the same.
Whoa,
but
we were on the
so
same.
Different.
We were on the same wavelength. Did you see her performance on SNL this weekend?
Did I see it?
But did you kind of feel like Jake Gyllenhaal liked doing it, but it was also kind of like, I know everybody still hates me. Like, did you get that vibe? Because I really did.
Yeah.
Not as good. I don't know if we talked last week about Maya Rudolph's
Mother.
SNL Mother. Did we talk about that?
Maya Rudolph. You know what I should do instead of my top 10 album? My top 10 women in comedy.
Wait, I could do the same, but they'd be virtually the same women, except I don't know, because I would include some of my TikTok comedy queens who I love so much. And my favorite TikTok comedy queen is the Southern girl. I'm going to find her for you. She's a stand-up.
Maya Rudolph, Melissa McCarthy,
Kristen Wiig, Jennifer Coolidge,
Amy Poehler.
Oh, Tina Fey. Mindy Kaling. I would say Fortune Feaster. She's actually pretty funny.
She's a fringe one for me. Who else?
Okay, this is the Southern girl. So
myself.
So when my baby child was in 3rd grade, they started that on mean long division, and she hated it. During long division, she'd go up to her teacher and go, "Whew, I got a sick headache. I'm going to need an ibuprofen." And her teacher would send her to the nurse's office, which really wasn't a nurse. That was my friend Susie that was volunteering. And Susie would give her a Diet Coke and a chocolate chip cookie. And they would sit with their legs crossed and gossip about people.
I watched maybe 20 videos with the kids this weekend of her, and Oliver was like straining his neck to be able to see, even though it was like a Southern woman mom. It's actually really funny. I do love women. I do think I don't want to go down this road because we're both stretching, but
Weird
I think
Barbie. What's her name?
Oh, Kate McKinnon. But I do think women are sometimes just funnier than men. Although I did watch Jim Gaffigan's.
Your Honor, he slayed. You heard it here first.
No, honey, you should have said period.
Period. Yeah, but I'm in charge of getting Your Honor, he slayed in here.
That's true. I watched Jim Gaffigan's special, and he's pretty funny when he talks about being an extra large in his t-shirts, and he's so funny. That is if you just need something fun to watch, that's now on Disney Plus, the Jim Gaffigan special, if you find that there. All right. Please don't mess it up, Amazon.
Yeah, no.
We're kind of trusting Amazon with some pretty key things because they're doing Fourth Wing. They're doing the
they're
Legally
holding
Blonde.
our life in their hands.
They're doing the Lord of the Rings
but they do
prequels.
Have so much money, so
that's true.
Spend it on
someone is
shows.
Explaining. Oh, I was listening to one of the cast members of Palm Royale was on Jeff Lewis's podcast, and I was listening to that while I was driving back east, and they were talking about, that's an Apple show, so there's so much money with Apple. Yeah. And she said, yeah, but the production company is run totally separately. It's not really designed
kind of like
to be a moneymaker. It's trying to get like branding out there, to permeate these markets. Yeah. It's actually interesting. So they talked about Amazon as kind of an equivalent there. Mm-hmm. Okay, this, you guys, now everybody knows because I love talking about myself, that I, a couple years ago, gave up fast food. We did the whole Chick-fil-A. I still haven't gone. I did the one Chick-fil-A with you, and that was it. I haven't gone back. But, so I think I'm better than most people because I don't eat fast food.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to mention.
Oh my gosh, are you okay?
Yeah. I
Social
am better than everyone.
Just so I could see. You went to the gym again in the morning?
No, I've been doing that. And that does make me better than everyone. I self-tanned.
Wait. With like a rag?
Look at
your legs. Okay, honey.
I really liked it. If you want it.
Oh, okay.
If you want a link.
Okay. Link in bio. We're just influencers as well.
We're influencers? Coco and Eve, please sponsor me. You guys were kind of expensive.
Oh, yeah. I don't eat fast food. So this doesn't offend me as much anymore. But this next story is so absolutely insane. The headline from People magazine is McDonald's worker seen drying a dirty mop under the French fry warmer. Parentheses or quotation marks, McMop.
McHorrified.
We got to post it when we do this. You got to see the picture
McShocked.
of the woman. I don't know if this is going to come up. You can see her just drying a mop.
McMop fry.
And it's just a dirty mop where they dump out the fries from the basket, salt them, and then scoop them. So this isn't like, oh, well, it wasn't going to impact anything. It wasn't going to touch the food.
You got dirty mop juice on your fries.
There's actual fries in this picture in the place where she's dirty mopping it. Here's the thing. Nobody's like feeling great eating at McDonald's.
No.
Like, nobody's like, I'm doing it. So don't kick them when they're down. You know what I mean?
Just let the McDonald's
Let the McDonald's food itself do its thing. Don't come for them by them putting mop water on it. You big buttholes.
What more are you asking for? Cleanliness?
I'm just asking for like a level of decency for the bottom feeders that eat at fast food.
It's only dripping into the fry oil.
Yeah, it's basically giving off, you think what we're feeding you isn't already dirty crap? Guess what? It is.
Yeah,
but maybe that's why they're so. What if
wrap.
that's why they're so delicious? What if we learn that those fries are intoxicating because
Mop
they've
water.
actually been putting in dried mop water?
Actually, that is
actually is kind of making me sick. Little chunky.
I think what makes them delicious is. Oh my gosh, that actually got me. That one, the chunky. Let's stop doing this.
Period.
No, I actually think what's so good about the fries is the amount of salt that they cover them in.
Agreed. I love.
I can't remember the last time I've eaten at McDonald's. Every once in a while, though, their Egg McMuffin. Slay.
I love an Egg McMuffin. But if I need to scratch that itch, I just get one of those ones from the Maverick gas station. It's not as good, but it gets the job done.
Yeah.
Can we please just not be so disgusting, McDonald's employees?
Not be so disgusting and not be so disgusted. You know, like
exactly.
This is what we're here for. You know, dirty mop water fries.
All right. Now we have to talk about. There is a video out. What?
I'm laughing about this story.
There's a video out of a man in New Zealand who jumps off a boat to body slam an orca whale who was swimming with her calf.
Also known as a killer whale.
Also known as an idiot man.
Yeah. Idiot man belly flops
on killer whale
whale
who shows mercy and doesn't kill idiot man. The level of stupidity. Here's the thing. This is the perfect transition.
Okay.
Dear college graduating class of 2020 or high school graduating class of 2024.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Jack. I'm looking at you, Landon. I'm looking at you, Chelsea's kids, not my sister, Chelsea Christensen's kids.
Yep, got it.
I'm looking at you, Katie Hughes' son. People I know listen that whose sons and daughters are graduating.
Yeah.
Please, please, please go into the world and not be idiots. I do not care what you do for your life's vocation. Please. I do not care if you go to college or if you're going to take a year off.
Use your street smarts.
Please, if you don't have street smarts, get out the streets. Okay? That's stay home. Because these idiot people who are going to go, I'm fine, I'm graduating, I'm at a mom and dad's house. And then they're going to go celebrate somewhere tropical.
You know what's the worst part? This was a grown man.
This is a grown man. But you think this is the first time he's done an idiot belly flop? No, this is his calling card.
He's like, I touched it. That whale is going to kill you.
I just wish it would have. I wish the whale would have just taken a bite. So now it was one-armed idiot man regrets belly flopping on whale.
The thing with killer whales, though, it wouldn't have taken a bite. It would have tossed him around for hours.
I know, but the story headline would have been better if he's sitting there with like half of his arm gone. He's like, that was dumb. You know, turns out he's from Florida.
How stupid can you be to jump off of a boat into waters with a killer whale and its calf? You imagine belly flopping onto a bear and its bear cubs. Like, what are you?
I had a dream the other night, though, that I punched a bear in the face. And
that was just self-defense, babe.
No, in my dream, I just was like, there was like a bear. I forget what it was doing. It was like in our house or something. I just walked up to it and I was like, get out. Bam. PETA. Or dream interpreter. Could someone interpret that dream for me? Maybe that's what we want.
Love looking at my dreams.
I love looking at my dreams too, but sometimes it's super accurate and it makes me feel like,
yeah, and then I'm like, ooh, spooky.
so I get out my Ouija board and my crystal ball.
Do you ever have dreams if you take too much cold medicine when you're sick, and then you have a dream where your like subconscious literally is just trying to clear out, and you're like, you see that one person from your kindergarten class as a fully grown adult,
elephant,
even though you haven't seen them for 25 years, and you're just like, huh?
Like Veronica?
Adam Sandler? What are you doing here?
Why are you wearing a suit? Dressing up? What is this, the Oscars?
Our graduation? What are you doing?
What's the graduation song? Oh, da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Can you take me? Let's have people drop a bear in the emoji or a graduation hat. Or if you do both, you get extra points. A bear and a graduation hat.
I wish we had points of value to give to you, but you just get brownie points.
Yes. We
and when
are
you
thinking of
enough,
all those.
We have to make you brownies.
We are thinking of all those parents that are navigating their kids graduating. I know it's like hard for a lot of people. I totally get that. So our hearts go out. If you're on a drive, just navigating like your emotions, listening to us, we're here with you.
My advice is I have never stopped needing my mom. So just wait.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Just be patient.
No, I was texting my mom yesterday pictures of our extra bathrooms so that she could help me decorate.
I literally made both my mom and dad come over yesterday. My dad patched a hole in my wall because turns out that's hard. I don't know. It really is. I tried. I was like, let me try it. And then I ruined it. And I was like, okay, I'm done. And my mom came over and steamed my pinch pleat drapes so they could lay correctly. So don't worry, your child still needs you.
Oh, fully. Last night I sent a picture to both my parents of me having hung my drapes, saying, I hung my drapes. Like I was reporting back to them and needed a gold star. Like it was the equivalent of like patting my head.
Yeah.
Looks good, son.
You nailed it, honey.
Really even
You're
work.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Thank you.
And guess what? We're in our 30s. They might take a couple of years off and say they don't need you. They'll will.
They'll come back.
They'll come back.
They'll
don't
come
worry
back
about
when
it.
they're hanging drapes.
We're after a few rounds of therapy. They might blame you for one thing, but it'll be fine.
Yeah, just weather that storm, mamas and papas. Mm-hmm. This is a fun episode. I'm glad we got to be here together.
You know what? Honestly, Your Honor, she slayed.
Period.
Take a shot, actually.
Remember I told you Steven's my new thing is go.
Like on Monsters, Inc., the little girl when she's going to bed. She's like giggles and then she's like,
Wait, no, but ours is you have to stay. You're like, you have to stay in the mode. So you're like,
like you have narcolepsy.
Yeah, like it just like stopped and your mouth is still open. But you just close your eyes and you keep everything else totally still. If you don't do weird stuff with your person, you don't have a person.
No.
Your person needs to see like the weirdest, quirkiest
You
side
need to
of
have
you.
bits.
You also your person needs to see you freak, cry in the car, driving home from the airport, and just be like, it's okay. Pat, love Pat. It's like all you love Pats. All right, you guys, thank you for hanging out with us today. We will be back next week at your regular scheduled time, but you will get this as a little graduation gift if you are in that vibe. Whatever grade your kids are graduating from, we're with you. You're not alone.
Don't forget to watch the movie of the month. We'll review it next week.
We'll review it next week. All right, bye.
Bye.
Literally so funny.
We're not well.
Yeah, we are hanging on by a thread. All right, I gotta go to court.